Hey, what's up friends? Welcome back to Go on Overland. In this one, I'm trying to get my shovel mounted up here. So guys, I got myself a kit off Amazon, got a few little parts and pieces from the hardware store, and I'm excited, so let's get right into this project. I'll have a link in the description for these guys, their Amazon product, and then you can get these separate. Sometimes you can just mount this directly to whatever you're doing. It just doesn't lift it away. And I think we'll come around here. If I was to put this up here in place, my shovel is gonna be too close to the cab and it's gonna hit. So we got those risers. So first let's take a look at what we got. Guys, this is a product made by Rago. I'm probably saying it wrong, Rago Fabrications. So this I got off Amazon, but I'm sure you can work directly with them. We got some butyl tape here, we'll get into that. This is the situation, so this is essentially what we're buying. This is the bracket, this goes on the inside, that goes on the outside essentially. Then one piece goes on the other end like this. So what this is to work with this quick fist. You'll see this on a lot of different guys, they're using that on their rigs. This extends it and gets it off of your rig. So you see, it'll be getting it off about 1.5 to 2 inches. So that's essentially what we're buying. So you have to build this, stick that on the other side, put some bolts through, and then it has a plate to go on the back, on the inside of the cab. The butyl tape I bought separate because I want to make sure it doesn't leak. So I'm going to put a piece of that when I go on the inside of the cab. I'm going to put that and then butyl tape. And then the bracket on the outside will have some butyl tape. So I bought that, and here's the little kit they have. It's fully equipped with a mint, USA mint, David's little root beer, and all the bolts. So we're gonna get into that momentarily. Now you may think that's a lot of butyl tape, but let me tell you, this old coachman, this gal's always looking for a little bit more butyl. So that's the system that we went with. We only need about 2 inches total, maybe 5 or 6, but let's get into assembling all this and it'll start making more sense. Oh yeah, this guy here, I'm gonna be making my own cable. This is to keep the honest. I'm gonna lock it, and I'll show you this process too. I'm gonna pull that out, make a bigger loop, send it back through, and then pinch this. This is 3 feet long. I might even shorten it. You could probably cut it with some scissors if you tried hard enough. Guys, this is just to keep the honest, so I'm gonna end up locking the shovel on the outside. This is the original spot for the shovel. You can see the generator. When I have the rest of my business in the back here, I end up putting some boards along the way, and this shovel always gets in the way. So I'm excited to get this out. Again, this is gonna be, right through here is gonna be the back side of those bolts. Make sure if you haven't to check out my video on my DIY slider. All my tools go all the way back there, guys. So I have them in these little milk crates, and this plywood right here comes in and out. So that's my DIY system. There's a bunch online, but I keep all my important tools. It didn't come with an Allen wrench, so that's the only thing that I need. And then we'll get going. I was super happy that they sent out this stainless steel, and then it has the locking nuts. So if they didn't have the locking nuts, you would probably see me using some thread locker, some blue thread locker. So I'm designing this like this, and the bolt's gonna be over there. I did see another option was to run it like that and then have the bolt through there. I guess you could mount that first and then do this. I don't know that it makes a whole lot of difference, maybe the look you're going for, but I don't know that it makes a whole lot of difference, maybe just the look you're going for, but just to make it for ease of install, I'm gonna go ahead and have it like that. That's one of the ways I saw it, and then you can definitely just get to the bolts, and then I can kind of lay it out and see how I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with these bad boys. Allen wrench is pretty cool. I guess it's not something that you have on hand. Not everyone has on hand. Again, this isn't really high security stuff. This is just to keep the honest honest, someone could definitely grab this from me if they wanted to. Mind those cows. We are at a county fair and we are parked. We actually have a nice little private spot here. They gave us the driveway. There's that. This is the fair office over here. So again, don't mind the cows in this video, but we got a pretty private little spot other from what they got going on over there. So check it out. I love it, guys. Absolutely cool. So the next thing is to test fit it. Now guys, you order this and you have this whole thing in your mind, but it's always different when it gets here. So this is essentially where I've landed with it being. I think it's gonna look sharp. So it's a little bit on a curve, which is not quite what I wanted, but I think with the butyl tape, we're gonna be okay. So time will tell, but that's exactly where we're gonna put it for now. Whew, certainly scary, even in an old truck top just like this, to put new holes in it. So I don't take it lightly, but I also learned that sometimes you just gotta make a plan and go with it. So that's exactly what we're about to do. You'll see here I got the butyl tape cut and it is ready for 2 on the inside and 2 on the outside. So we'll be putting a piece on here, and then I got these guys ready to go on the inside. Last thing I'm gonna do before we bolt it down is grab some of this isopropyl alcohol, clean that really good real quick, clean the inside. Got my lovely assistant to help me. We're gonna hold the shovel, put the butyl, and it is gonna be awesome for years to come. Hold that. You can just hold it in the middle there. Trying. All right, friends, I'm so stoked. I'm so happy how this came out. Now, I did think about putting one extra bolt in the top or bottom, but I can move the whole truck with this thing. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm in the back of this truck twice a week minimum. So I'll keep looking, make sure it's not leaking water, any of that stuff. Super strong. And guys, check this out. I'm just so thrilled with this thing. Comes out like a charm. Now, I've only used this a couple times, but it's a tool that I won't go out. You know, I just gotta have it. So I'm not going out without a shovel, and I couldn't be happier at how this thing is to use. So it comes in and out super easy, latches down, and it's there. So next we're gonna work on that little cord. We're gonna go through the handle with the cord and under this loop right here. So that's the cool thing. You can stick that through, so let's get over there and make that. I have a lock for it, so we'll find the little lock, and I think this project's about done. Well, friends, I went back and forth on if I should keep this is 3 foot right here, or if I should shorten it, and I decided, you know what, you can always wrap it around or something. I really like to have stuff as long as possible, so this is just the right fit. So I'm just looking to loop this around. I built a lot of these and I really like a nice big loop, and I like the tail to stick out a little bit. So let me get this down a little bit further. So with a little bit of fighting off camera, check it out guys. We got 2 loops, they can go through each other. Pretty good little size there, and they both have a little bit of a tail. So that's what we're looking for. Now guys, there's a few different ways to pinch this down. If a guy had a vise or something, that's always a good go of it. Again, we're traveling. I just showed you the county fair behind me. I'm gonna do something that I might get some slack for. But guys, I don't have a chisel on me as much as I wish I did. So I'm gonna line that up with my little hatchet there. Then I got a hammer. So that's gonna end up crunching that. So it's only aluminum, but it's gonna crunch it just enough to where it's gonna hold it. We're just trying to keep the honest. Well friends, if you can capture my vision here, this is what I'm going for. Basically, I just need it to go through the handle, and I'm gonna loop this around just to get some of that out of the way. And then we're gonna come back and lock that. Let's see here. That's not gonna work because I don't want that lock to rattle full time. All right, so let's go through here. And let's go. I'm figuring this out on camera, friends, so if you think you got an idea of how I should have done it, let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to change it later. Well friends, it's been a couple days and I have fixed this problem. I'm not sure why I felt it needed to be so long, but I ended up cutting that off. Bought a new one of these little aluminum clamps, and check this out. Easy peasy. So we're gonna come around this side, lock the lock in the shovel, and then come around the back side. It's locked and it can't smack the truck. You can see that it's going through there. Now, in all honesty, guys, this size cable I was able to cut with some really small pliers. So again, it's keeping the honest. I want to make sure in this video and give you guys the update that I'm not a slow brain. It just took a minute to get that figured out. I think this was a job well done and deserves a little bit of root beer or a mint. Now, if you didn't notice, I had a little helper here. So I think I'm gonna save the root beer for my wife. I'm gonna crack up the old USA mint. So friends, I really hope you enjoy this kind of stuff. Again, you don't know if the next video we're gonna be preaching or talking about gear, but that's the channel, guys. We're an overlanding channel with purpose. We love gear. This is the kind of stuff that helps us get up and go on. And it's the second most thing that excites me other than the gospel. So guys, I really appreciate you coming along. I'll catch you in the next video. Make sure if you haven't to subscribe, hit the like button. YouTube loves all that stuff, guys. So until the next video, God bless, get up, and go on.